Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa Carnevale and I'm a contemporary fiction author of 3 novels, The Florentine Bridge, The Memories of Us and My Life for Yours. To me, creative resilience really means showing up to my desk every single day and knowing that I am making something out of nothing. And because this is a creative project that, being a novelist is a creative endeavour, there aren't always concrete answers around how I should be doing things. So this requires a lot of trust, especially this is true when I'm working on a first draft, because you're largely experimenting as you go with bringing, this fictional world and the characters together for a story. And so it's unavoidable that the first draft is going to need a lot of work to bring it to the point that it will be ready for publication. So creative resilience forms part of that, in that I know that I don't have to hang on too tightly to words, that if I have to delete 10,000 words at some point or 20,000 words at some point and rewrite them, that this is not a reason to be discouraged. It is more a reason, that gives me more of a reason to believe that I am getting closer to the end goal, because I am making things better. So even though it is disheartening when maybe things like that happen, I always remind myself that there is a bigger purpose and a goal at the end where it is making things better. So creative resilience really involves a lot of trust on my part as a writer to know that every step I'm taking is moving me forward, and that it's okay to make some mistakes because I can always fix them later. I have explored themes of resilience in my writing, I think in all of my books, and that is because my characters are resilient in their own special ways. So this feeling of resilience, this notion of resilience, is something that I love not only about writing but about reading, because when we read about characters that are overcoming challenges, and we can see a glimpse of ourselves in these characters, I think this is what gives us hope, and it gives us a sense of comfort in seeing the way that other people overcome things in their own lives, whether they are fictional characters or otherwise. So definitely resilience is something that I ensure that I have characters that are able to overcome their challenges. I like to see my characters, transform. In the beginning, they might be feeling a certain way about things or have certain beliefs about themselves or the things around them, and then by the end of the story, that will be transformed, so that that we see the character as they are actually dealing with these challenges and becoming more resilient as the story progresses. So resilience definitely does is a huge part of what I do in my writing. In terms of requiring resilience to be creative, yes, this is something that I have experienced as well in my professional career. Being a writer and, deciding that you are going to pursue publication, for example, is in and of itself, I think, an act of resilience. You need to have resilience to do that, because writing is so subjective. Not every editor or publisher is going to want to publish your work. It may, they might love your work, but they may not love it enough to actually publish it. And so inevitably rejection is part of a writer's life. So I have definitely experienced that, and I think one thing that has always helped me is to remember that when I was first pursuing publication for my novel The Florentine Bridge, is that every no is one step closer to a yes, and one step closer to achieving my goal and my dream to be published. So this is something that I've sort of kept close to me, and I think it's just always about moving yourself forward and knowing that things will change, and even when things are difficult or not going the way that you want them to, that they won't always be like that.